update for you guys about what has happened with my reserve days. As you can see, I am ready for work because I had a lovely call at 6:15 this morning to tell me I have a duty waiting for me on my roster for today. They did say it was a trip, but I had a quick look on my roster to see what it was all about, and it is a Jersey night stop. So one of the quickest flights they could possibly have given me, which, I mean, win-win. So it's 25 minutes the flight from start to finish. So it's going to be a busy, quick day, but I don't mind that. And the hotel we stay in Jersey, I've had a little look because I've not been before, is lovely. It is a very quick night stop there. It's only 12 hours, but I finish off this little trip with a lovely position back home to London, which means I'm going to be a passenger. So I've literally just got to work the one sector, a nice night's sleep, and then I come home as a passenger, which I'm very happy about. I did have a little sort of plan in my head for my days off while I have my annual leave, and that was to go and have a day out in London by myself. And I thought to myself, well, I'm going to be in London anyway. I'm going to get to London like before lunchtime. I'm going to be dressed, I'm not going to be in uniform, so that's not going to be an issue. So which means I can just repark my car in a different car park and take the tube into London. So that's what I think I'm going to do tomorrow. But for now, I'm going to do my duty, get that out of the way, and I'll catch up with you later. You know a hotel is fancy when they provide you a really nice soft dressing gown and some slippers. They were on within about 2 minutes of me entering this room, and this is just what I needed right now. I am also very over the idea of going out. I really wanted to because the harbour we stay in looks beautiful, but after that very bumpy flight, I don't get travel sick very often, but yeah, that flight really just sent me over the edge. I wasn't actually physically sick, but because we don't go to full altitude, because we're pretty much on an incline and a descent. Oh my God, I'm like all burping. Oh, it's disgusting. It's the trouble with doing short haul flights. It just makes me very gassy and it's disgusting. But yeah, because we're on an incline and a descent very quickly, it doesn't work well with my stomach. So I think I'm gonna order some room service. This room service menu looks delightful, and I think I know what I'm gonna order. Hi, can I order some room service, please? Can I please go for the salt and pepper squid? Can I also get some truffle chips with parmesan? And can I also get a Coke as well, please? Yeah. No, that's it, thank you. Yeah, perfect, thank you. Bye. I'm so ready for that. I thought being in somewhere like Jersey, for the fact that I'm not going out, it's very important that I have some seafood. So the salt and pepper squid caught my eye, plus truffle chips. I've never actually had a portion to myself. I've tried other people's, but I feel like that is just what I need right now. And I have to say, before the flight even, I sort of came down with a bit of a headache. I think it's because my report was like around dinner time and I should be eating. But I had like lunch before I left home, and it had been a while since I'd had anything to eat or drink. By the time we got on the plane and everything, we were slightly delayed, so that didn't help. So I tried to like chug water as soon as I got on the plane, but it was just too late at that point. I'd already gotten past the point of having a headache. So I had some tablets, but having tablets on pretty much an empty stomach maybe wasn't a good idea. So I need to line my stomach. So hopefully that will do the trick. I also brought some snacks from home as well, just to have alongside some food. So I'm very excited, and as soon as it shows up, I will show you exactly what the food looks like. Also, maybe another reason that made me not want to go outside was this beauty of a bath. Look how deep that is. That is also just something else I really, really need right now. And I think just having a night to myself in this really cozy room, I'll show you quickly what it looks like. I think it's the dark colours of the wood that make it feel really cozy, but this bed is absolutely calling my name. And I think all I'm going to do pretty much is just pop ITV2+1 on my iPad to watch Love Island, because I am a little bit late tonight. So I'm going to put that on while I eat my room service and jump in the bath. Honestly, it doesn't take a lot to please me. I mean, I personally would have loved a bit more squid, but this definitely is going to go down very well. Oh, I wish you could smell these chips. Oh, they smell so good. So it's 8 AM right now. My day starts very early. I've been awake for about an hour now. I just wanted to make sure I was ready in time. And because it's out of my normal routine, I didn't know how long I would need to get ready. So I gave myself a good hour and a bit. But basically, I'll show you my outfit, because when we are positioning and not in uniform, we do have like a particular dress code that we have to stick by. So this is my outfit. I've gone kind of comfy, but also appropriate to the dress code. So I have these baggy trousers on. These are from PRT. So comfy. This top on, which I got from Shein, is the comfiest thing ever. They have so many colours, and this is like one of my go-tos that I just throw in my case when I don't know what to pack for my trips. My Mario jacket, of course, this belt, and my holographic Converse. So basically the dress code we have to follow is like not formal, but basically like no ripped jeans, that kind of thing. So if we do happen to get bumped up to another class, so not economy, then we are dressed appropriately. So I'm going for comfort, but also nice at the same time. Plus, obviously, I'm going to London today, so I want to wear what's going to be comfy for my long day as well. Very quickly, if you are wondering, basically positioning is flying home as a passenger, as you can see. And the reason why we do it every now and again, this would be my third time doing it. So I did it back from Mexico, I did it to Dubai, and now I'm doing it back home from Jersey. So it's very hit and miss. Over 3 years, I've had it 3 times. So on average, about once a year. It's not common at all. And you basically just do it when it's operationally needed. So we're obviously not needed to fly the plane home. We're kind of spare crew. And when that's the case, they just position us back home as passengers. And it is a nice little treat every now and again. Obviously, the best part about staying in a British hotel is English breakfast tea. Also, they had some shortbread biscuits, which I have already consumed. I'm going to drink this and then head on my way back home to London. Right, I'm back in my car now. I had a really good flight, some really good views out the window, and it's nice to appreciate it while I'm not working. Yeah, just appreciate the amazing views we get over London. It's one of the best landings I think there is, full stop. Anyway, plan of action for now. I have transferred my car from the operational crew car park to the crew car park I get for free, where I can park when I go on holiday. Another perk of being cabin crew is getting free parking at the airport. But I parked my car here to then get the tube into London and do some bits that I needed to do or planned to do while I was off anyway. And it just made sense to do it now. So I'm going to go grab the tube and make my hour-long journey from Heathrow to London. I don't understand how it takes just as long to get from here to central London than it does to get from here to my house. Hey guys, a little update for you on my day so far. And let me just say, it's not been good in the slightest. I'm just in the toilets of Yo Sushi right now. I just had to stop and get some lunch. I say lunch, it's more like a very late lunch. It's like 3 p.m. right now, 3:30 in fact. I'll go into more detail when I get home exactly what happened. Let me just say, a complaint is coming the way of the company I've just been dealing with. I don't complain often, but this deserves a complaint. There came a point where I just hit a wall in London and I had to come back home. I was just so tired, I was so annoyed that nothing was really going my way, and I just wanted to come back to the comfort of my home and my room. I did try and fulfill the rest of the plan that I had for the day, which would have been executed a bit earlier if things went to plan, but they didn't. So it ended up being a lot later than I planned. So I wanted to go to Westfield Shopping Centre in Shepherd's Bush, one of my favourite shopping centres for the whole of the country. I love it there. And it's been a while since I've been there, so I wanted to go back and just have a little browse because that's what I like to do. And I visited 2 stores and my feet were pulsating and I was like, no, I need to go back home. It was starting to hit rush hour point for the tube, and what I thought would happen happened. The tube was just packed. My face was practically squished up against the window. It was that busy. But I wanted to go through in kind of limited detail because yeah, you'll see exactly why. So my main plan for the day was actually to go into London to get Vic's main birthday present. It is still over a month away until his birthday, but when I put this into perspective, that I've been trying to get hold of this particular item for the last 6 months and I still haven't been able to get it, that tells you how in high demand this particular item is. And the fact that we're so close to his birthday now and I still haven't got hold of it, I think I'm just going to have to let it go. But basically, I went in store to try and get this item because as far as I'm aware, it's the only way you can get it at the moment. I went to one that's in one part of London, they didn't have it. I went to another in another part of London and it appeared they had it anyway. So I queued up because there was a massive queue and I assumed it was for this item. So I was like, this fills me with hope. Let's queue up and see what happens. So I queued up at 12:30 and it was slowly moving till about 1 o'clock and then nothing at all. And you know, when you just get chatting to other people when you're in a queue, so we're just chatting about what we were there to get and, you know, typical Brit moaning about the queue length. So yeah, we ended up getting to about 3 p.m. We all looked at each other and we were like, should we go to the front door and just see what the hell is going on? So because I was on my own, I didn't want to lose my place. So someone else went to the door and they found out, it was very vague what they found out, but basically they told him, the security guy told him that they've closed the doors and they're basically deciding whether they want to continue selling this particular product for the rest of the day. So I was like, why? That's very odd. I was baffled. We just kind of like hovered for a little bit longer, maybe like 10 minutes longer, and the security guard came down to us and he basically said people were queuing up from like 8 a.m. and early on in the day, there was a bit of an altercation where things, I think, maybe got a little bit violent and the security guards really had to force these people out the store because it got a little bit too much. And because of that, because for health and safety reasons, they had to stop selling this particular item because people were just starting to get a bit rowdy over it. And I was like, I appreciate that. But at the end of the day, no one's told us this. Like, we have been stood in the queue from 12:30 and they said that they made this decision at 10 a.m. So between 10 and 12:30, they just let people queue up outside and didn't give anyone else any further updates. They just told the people that were in the queue at the time and gave them the choice whether they wanted to carry on queuing for no reason, which a lot of people did, or whether they wanted to leave. And this was where I think things got a bit confusing because people were still queuing. So people were under the impression that the queue was there for a reason, including myself. We were all a little bit confused as to why there was just such a lack of communication. All it took was for someone to be manning the door and wandering up and down every now and again to say, look guys, you're not going to be able to get it today, you may as well just leave and enjoy the rest of your day. No, they let us waste 3 hours of our day, plus for some people who were further ahead in the queue than I was. It just was not good. And I made the point to them, I was like, surely if things got really bad and you know that these people were lingering about, because they basically said if we try and sell you the product and you walk out the store with it, they're going to come and harass you, and that's, you know, then liable on us that we've sold you it and put you in that position. But I said, look, surely you should be calling the police on these people. All I know is I have been traveling the world trying to get this particular product, and I was so close. The particular item was in that store, so close to me, literally an arm's reach, and I don't have it. They said to me, like, oh, just come back tomorrow and we should be selling it. And I was like, number one, I live quite far away from this particular store, so I don't have the freedom to just, you know, make my way down there tomorrow early hours to get in line in time to get the product before it sells out, because they get restocks every day and they sell out really quick apparently. And number two, what stops the people who caused the altercation this morning to not come back tomorrow and do exactly the same and then proceed to make the same decision to not sell the It'd be a waste of my time once again. So I have just written a formal complaint to this particular brand to say to them, what are you playing at? It's not actually a limited edition thing. It's going to be a continuous sale. But the fact that I have been trying to get it for 6 months and I have failed massively so many times, and literally I go into the store and within 2 seconds they're like, are you here for this particular range? Yes, sorry, no stock. I'm like, every single store, and I've been to 10 plus. Once I set my mind to something, I really hate failing. Like, I have to carry on until I get it done. So I still have a month left, and I will keep you updated if I manage to get my hands on it. And I'll see what comes of this complaint email that I've sent. But I don't really hold out much hope for that. But we'll see. All I know is I'm just really annoyed, and I just need to calm down and have a chill night. And I just want to apologise as well that I didn't film anything in Westfield, because in my mind I was like, I know I'm just going to film like 1 or 2 clips, and it wouldn't make sense to just film 1 or 2 clips, and it would just be really confusing. In all honesty, I didn't really have many brain cells left after that whole situation, and I didn't want that to affect the vlog. So I thought, you know what, I'll just keep it short, sweet, and tell you straight exactly what happened, because not every day can go my way. Anyway, I really hope you enjoyed this shorter vlog, which I imagine it will be, but once again, I'll go to edit it back and it will still be a very long vlog. So either way, even if it's long or short, I really hope you enjoyed. Lots of love to you guys. Thank you guys for sticking around, and I'll see you next time.